Hello, Spinner94 here, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we've got a battle against Tommy, who challenged me to a battle on the channel. He's been a subscriber for quite a while, so I thought, yeah, you know, I'll give him a battle and all that. And he's rocking a pretty interesting team, actually. We'd agreed on the term, no legends, no megas and stuff. So, it was a pretty interesting team to work in, a pretty bloody strong, and as I say, they got Noiva in there, fast as hell, Barbaracle, which should never be underestimated. My god, it hits like a truck. So, anyway, we're going to jump straight into this battle here, and he's going to lead off with Kangaskhan, and I thought a safe lead would be the Strike. So, I'm not really wanting to get hit by a Fake Out or a Sucker Punch or anything like that, so I go with a 4-2, and he brilliantly predicts that and goes straight for the Power Up Punch. So now he's at a +1. So he makes a bit of a misplay here and goes for the Ice Punch. I'm not sure what he's expecting, and I just want to go for a Gyro Bolt to see how much damage it does. It doesn't do too much, as Fortress isn't exactly an attacking Pokemon, it's more a defensive wall. And basically, in this first part of the battle, I'm just going to use this time to set up as many entry hazards as I can. So, unfortunately, this thing's going to keep raising its attack, but I'm not too fussed to think of. I did have a kind of a backup to go into. So, it's going to Drain Punch, take more of my health, etc., etc., as my Citrus Berry's finally going to kick in. So, with the Citrus Berry kicked in, I'm going to go for Spikes just more and more, and I'm just going to get set up as I possibly can. So, I get Drain Punched again, and I can get my final layer of Spikes up, so his side of the field is just a complete and utter death trap at this point, so I would not like to be a Pokemon going on that side of the field. So, unfortunately, Fortress does die there, but I gotta make a bad misplay here. I bring an Arcanine, going for the Intimidate thing. Okay, this thing hasn't clearly got any priority, I'm going to outspeed, but this thing outspeeds me, so it was probably a jolly one. And I was like, ah, crap, I honestly thought I'd be able to outspeed, but Kangaskhan's stats just completely missed me there. So, I go into Mellow, who's going to be the next bulkiest thing on my team, and I take an Ice Punch quite well, actually, and I decide to go for the Toxic. So, at this point in the battle, it is just going to become a stall fest, as I have no choice at this point, because Arcanine is a huge player on my team, is my priority, is my main offensive attacker and all that, and I couldn't afford to lose him so early on in the game. So, I've kind of got to panic and strategize here. So, basically, I'm just stalling this Kangaskhan out as much as I can in him. At this point in time, I'm going to heal more than he can cause damage, thankfully. Thankfully, this thing doesn't seem to have any stab moves. So he goes for Drain Punch again to try and recover some health. Obviously, that's not going to do a lot to me, considering Florgus is very, very bulky. As I'm going to hit this thing up with a Moonblast finally, and take about, I'd say a good 35% of its health. So, with this thing slowly getting whittled down here, this thing's just getting poisoned out here, you know, I'm going to kill a mother and its baby to make sure I win this battle. You know, Pokemon gets pretty cruel at some points. So, he does get a critical hit, but luckily for me, I went for the Synthesis that turn, just to heal up, and with Lefty's recovery, I'm looking pretty healthy, as Toxic's certainly going to start taking its toll. So, Toxic, unfortunately, doesn't kill this turn, which is a shame, because I need this thing dead. Plain and simple. So he goes for an Ice Punch again, because he's not going to get enough to recover with Drain Punch, and I'm just going to go for the safe play of the Synthesis. Unfortunately, I don't have PP up on this thing, so, you know, it's not going to be healing up too much. I've only got 2 more Synthesis left at this point, and sorry, I'm coughing my guts out here. So he goes an Infernape, and I'm honestly not too scared of this thing. I mean, it could have Poison Jab, but I can live one of them at this point. So he goes for a Fire Punch here and does a huge chunk of damage as I decide to go for a Moonblast here and whittle this thing really, really down. So I'm able to try and get the play up on this thing. So I decide to go for a Moonblast again, as he does go for a Close Combat here. I think that obviously the stab would be a bit more effective than the Fire Punch, but nope, even though Close Combat's strong with the resist, I'm going to take that hit rather nicely and go straight for a Moonblast and take this thing out for good. Well, that's good. That is a highly offensive sweeper. I'm glad that thing is just out of the way in general. So it goes in a Red Hot here, which is his Talonflame, and I'm just going to get hit up with a Brave Bird or a Flare Blitz at this point. So he does go for the Flare Blitz here. I get a hit up with that, and that is not good for me. That's going to completely wreck me. This thing is banded as hell, probably. Well, I don't know if it's banded life. It's definitely not life orbed or anything, but either way, it's still bloody strong. So, I go on a girl's best friend here, you know, Lickitung is always a girl's best friend, as I get hit with a bloody Brave Bird here, take that rather well, and I'm just going to go straight for the Dragon Tail, as Lickitung's going to come in clutch in this game again. So, I love this Lickitung set, this thing is amazing, I'm so glad I found this. I can't remember what YouTuber showed us this, but damn, this thing is bulky as all hell. So, he goes for a Draco Meteor here, and just look how well Lickitung takes this. Boom! I live that really nicely, that barely does anything, and with that special attack drop, I am able to get a Toxic on this thing and start whittling it down. So, of course, you're probably looking at this set and thinking, well, you're not in the best shape, you're on 66 health already, and you're losing at this point in this game. So I get hit by an Air Slash, which does nothing after that special attack drop, and go for a Rest. And I can use a Rest command. God, dude, I cannot do this today, coughing my guts out over here. So, the poison's going to start kicking in even more, as he's just going to drop the Draco again, but I'm dodged that like a boss. Just not taking any Dracos. I'm going to Sleep Talk, and I'm going to get my Dragon Tail, hit this for a super effective move, and just get this thing out of here to take some more Stealth Rocks damage. So he goes into something that is terrifying. Barbaracle. Barbaracle is a beast. I'm not too keen on it shiny. It looks pretty off and green. It looks ill. So anyway, this ill-looking Barbaracle is just going to start setting up Shell Smashes, and I am terrified of this thing, because one Shell Smash is enough to sweep my team at this point, and all those increases, and I'm just like, I need Dragon Tail, I need Dragon Tail, yeah, I need Dragon Tail. So I go for the Sleep Talk, and I get rest, I'm like, oh crap, this game's as good as over. But my opponent gets too greedy, and definitely goes for another Shell Smash, and I'm thinking, oh, thank God. So one move could have killed Lickitung at this point and probably won him the game, but thankfully I wake up, I don't miss with Dragon Tail, hit this thing, and this thing is out of here. No setup for you, my friend. So he goes back into Noivern, Stealth Rock's going to do its thing, take a good chunk of it up, and the poison is not going to finish this thing off if it lives with a slither of health and decides to go for the Draco Meteor again. Is going to drop that Draco and do nothing. Come, you know, look at that, does absolutely nothing. So I'm going to hit this thing with a Dragon Tail again and finish it off for good. I could have went for a rest to get, you know, look a bit more healthy. So it goes into Red Hot here, not a problem. Stealth Rock's going to kill that thing off. It's just a sacrifice to the greater good to Lickitung. And Lickitung is just looking absolutely beastly out here. So he's going to go into this thing again and, you know, not too much of a threat at this point as Spikes is going to take the damage, and he goes for a cross chop here and nearly kills up Lickitung from there as I go for a Dragon Tail, and unfortunately it still doesn't kill, but it's enough to send it out, so it's no longer a threat. So this Electros comes in and goes for, I believe, Zap Cannon of all things. Yeah, it goes for Zap Cannon. That's a really risky move. It's only a 50-50 chance to hit, but if it hits, it's going to hurt like hell. 120 base power stab and automatic paralyze. That's a really risky move to have on there. So he goes for Zap Cannon again, and he misses as I'm able to get a Poison Jar off. And do I get the poison? No, I don't. So he goes for Thrash, obviously wanting to hit here, and, you know, Muck's not the bulkiest defensively, but just a mass health is going to make sure I live that. And the Poison Jab's going to secure me the game, as basically Barbaracle's going to come in and just die. So thank you for watching this game. Great game, Tommy. Definitely versed you again. It was a good battle. Thanks for bringing along a really interesting team. And if you like these videos, like, subscribe, share. Helps me out a lot. I do like doing these, and I do like seeing, you know, everything increase and get more fans, talk to people and all that. I shouldn't say fans, that sounds really cocky and disrespectful. But anyway, this is Spinning94, hoping you all have a nice day.